Hello Flosstube, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday, September 17th, 2023. It's been a couple weeks since I've been here. I know I did have a video last Sunday. That was my Flosstube extra. Basically, I wanted to show you guys my smalls exchange, my table gifts, and my everybody gift for the Chantal's 141 Pep Rally Retreat. So I just popped in, I showed you guys that stuff. It wasn't a regular Flosstube episode, which is what we're gonna have today. I am a little bit late getting this filmed this week. As many of you know, this is Stamp Timber in the paper carding world. Carrie, my new friend, you know Carrie Tiger Lily, she called it paper carding, and it's what I'm going to call it from now on because I think it's hilarious. But it's my big month for that, where I have daily videos, lots and lots of work, projects, editing, uploading, you know, all of the good stuff. So I am a little bit late, but I did have it all ready and organized pretty much to go. I'm sorry about that glare. Let's take the glasses off. So I wanted to pop in here today and film an episode. So thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to my returning subscribers. I appreciate you all so very much. I am so glad you're here. I love that all of us crafty quilters and cross stitchers or paper carders, we can have a community here where we can share our love of all things crafty, and I appreciate so much you guys spending a little bit of your day with me. So as I have been gathering my information, I know a lot of you are going to want to hear about the 141 Pep Rally Retreat. This was my first cross stitch retreat. I will talk about it a little bit later in the video. However, I probably will save a lot of the like showing a whole bunch of stuff. I will show some stuff at the end of the video. I will tell you that. I will show you videos from the retreat. I got to meet Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design, and she was just as amazing as you would think she would be. She's an amazing teacher and absolutely delightful to get to meet her, visit with her, and just be inspired. So I will show you some her trunk show. I took lots of videos of her trunk show. I did share it on Instagram in a reel, but I have a few more photos, so I'll put them in here in case you don't follow me on Instagram. I have videos from the Pep Rally Retreat. I obviously got to meet Chantal in person for the first time. I mean, we talk on the phone all the time and we do Zoom stitch and stuff like that, but it was so wonderful to get to hug her in real life. It was so wonderful to get to meet Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, in real life. She was my roomie. We shared a hotel room. We were table mates. It was absolutely amazing. I got to meet so many people that I've talked to online. I went and didn't know anyone per se, so that was all good. I hadn't actually traveled in some time, so that all went fine. It was wonderful. I had the most amazing time. But I want to tell you guys, I know if you watch people's videos where they talk about retreats and they say, if you get the opportunity, do it. I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be that person that says, if you get the opportunity to go do it. They are your people. They know what you're talking about. They love sharing and talking and, you know, talking all things stitching. So if you have the opportunity, go do that. So at the end of the video, I will share lots and lots of photos. I am probably going to talk about it a little bit. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that exactly. When we get to the editing portion, we'll know then. But I will share all of that there. A lot of my stuff, because I know if you've watched any videos from other people who go to retreats or go to retreats regularly, a lot of people pass out gifts. You share you exchange table mate gifts. There's the smalls exchange. You do not have to participate. I did choose to participate. I was so excited. So that kind of stuff, a lot of it I left there for Chantal to send back to me, and I don't have it back yet. So that is, you know, it's coming. I had shipped her my projects because they have a brag table where you can bring your stitching and things and you can share it. I shipped her the projects I've completed on her boards to put on the brag table. So I just put a lot of that stuff in that box and she's shipping it back to me. And I also put my board for finishing the stitch ahead piece that we did, that Kathy designed for the retreat. I didn't finish it. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I mean, I finished my stitch now, but I didn't fully finish like a lot of people did. I'm sure you've seen some photos. And that board is in the box too, so as soon as it gets here, I'm going to fully finish, and I hope to share that to you in next week's video or the week after, whenever I get it done. I have that finished. I have some whips. I have a little bit of Q&A, not a ton this week. I have some shout outs, things I want to talk about, or, you know, talk to you guys about. Oh, I love when I print on labels. I have my notes here. I have a little bit of haul. I have some quilting that I want to share with you guys, some fun stuff there. I also have some things that Fat Quarter Shop sent me that I want to share. And then we have lots of giveaways that I need to announce winners for two different episodes. And then I have new giveaways this week. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, as always, timestamps are going to be listed below so you can jump ahead, or if you're coming back and you're needing to look for something, hopefully that makes it easier to find it. I do link products, supplies, floss tubers, all of that good stuff down in the description below. Every once in a while I will put it up here in the top corner. Usually it's in both places, but if you click this little info thing when it's up there, that will take you, you know, to who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. It's just a little thing that I've been trying to do a little bit more. I think it makes it a little handier for the viewer. I hope that's the whole goal. So there's that. The second thing, I cannot thank the bots, the scammers enough for doing their thing on my channel again while I was gone. Wasn't that fantastic? I think I got all of them deleted, blocked, you know, all of the good stuff. I would like to remind everyone, I know if you've been here, you've heard this spiel. Sorry, you're going to hear it again. But for anyone new, if you get a message in reply to a comment you've left on my channel, no matter what kind of video it is, paper carding, floss tube, quilting, whatever, and it says that you've won a surprise from me or a prize or something, that is not me. That is not how I announce winners. That is not how I contact people. The only way to win a prize is I announce the winners and I ask you to email me. I do not do that. I don't ask for personal information. I do not ask for you to message me through Telegram. I don't even know what that is. If you get that message, please block and delete. I know a lot of you contacted me and I just could not respond to every single person who messaged me or DM'd me and said, hey, did you know this is happening? So yes, I did see it. I tried to get rid of it. If you didn't get a response from me, thank you guys so much for letting me know. And again, I apologize that I wasn't able to personally send out messages to everyone who let me know. Just no time. And I was out of town. Okay, Q&A is very quick this week. This is a good question. So Chris says, these are such lovely gifts. This was on the Flosstube Extra video. She said, during your next update, can you explain how you exchange all these gifts at the retreat for those who have never attended one? I will do my best. This was my first retreat. So, first, table gifts. You're generally sat, I don't know about other retreats. I know what I've heard from friends. Usually it's a round table and there's 6 of you to a table. So you know that you're going to have probably 5 people to exchange table gifts with. It is not mandatory. None of this stuff is mandatory. It is literally what you want to do. So you just set something at everybody's place, like right when you get there, or in my case, it was maybe the next day because I had to finish stitching. Whatever, but you just set it at everybody's place. Now, I also did something for everybody in the room. As I mentioned in that video, it was very small. You've got 120, 125 people. I don't think quite that many people. There were a few people who had to cancel last minute, but there were a lot of, over 100 people. So I just did a little gift and I just went around the room and set them at everybody's place. Sometimes they were sitting there, sometimes they weren't. It was kind of easier. I think I did it after lunch one day and a lot of people were still out for lunch, which made it a little bit easier to just get around the room because it was a big old schoolhouse or school gymnasium. It was a building, used to be the school. It's not used as a school anymore. It's a community center, I think is what it's called. But the gymnasium is where we had the event. So I just went around the room and set everything at their place. Again, that is not mandatory. Some people just will exchange things if you exchange things with them. I think it does not matter. However you want to do it or don't do it at all. You know, if time doesn't permit, don't do that. And then the smalls exchange. So the pumpkin spice farm pillow I made, that hands-on design pattern, and then the felt pumpkin and the sewn bag. That you put it's called a smalls exchange. And it has to be a small stitch of some sort. I can't remember the dimensions, but it's on the smaller side. You put that up on a table. They usually have a designated spot for it, and it's filled, and they ask you to wrap it in the theme of your small. So for mine, it was fall, so I picked fall fabric. I mean, I went with the whole fall vibe for everything I did, but so I had fall fabric. I did little felt pumpkins in a little bag. I did my felt pumpkin that I stitched, and then I did my smalls, which also was pumpkin themed. It was very pumpkin-y. And you set everything up on the table. So I decorated mine. If you did Christmas, you decorated Christmas. If it was whatever theme it was, it doesn't matter. And then you set it up on the table. And usually there's an evening where you do the smalls exchange. So Saturday evening, we did the smalls exchange and we also did a raffle. Now, not every retreat does a raffle, but we were raising money for the Special Olympics because that is something near and dear to Kathy and Mr. HOD's heart. And so there was wonderful prizes donated for that. We raised like over $3,300. It was absolutely amazing. I did my part and contributed. I didn't win. It's totally cool though. That was probably one of the neatest things. Now, not every retreat does that either. That was something extra that Chantal did and that we could do for them. And it was really, really moving. So the smalls exchange. Chantal called off table numbers. Every table had a table number. And when your table number was called, you went up and you picked a gift, you take it back to your seat and you open it. After all of the tables have been called, you go find the person who gave you or you chose their gift, and then you can take pictures with them. You can, visit about it if you want to. It was amazing. I'm going to tell you. So first, before I tell you who got mine, because she is absolutely amazing and she's in my shout outs this week, I have to tell you what I did. So our table was kind of near the end, and I'm walking along and I'm looking at the gifts that are still up there, the little bags. And I'm walking down, and Jessica was at my table, so she's behind me. And I'm like, which one should I pick? You know, I'm being silly, I'm sure. And there's this cute little bag that has like little rainbow stripes on it. And of course, I'm a rainbow girl. I'm a rainbow girl. So I pick it up and she goes, "Are you kidding? That's mine." It was the gift she put up there, and I didn't know, and I think I jumped up and down because I'd seen on her Flosstube what she was going to give. I had no idea. I did not see her put it up there. I didn't see what she had wrapped it in. So I was totally thrilled, and of course I'll show it to you a little bit later, but that was really fun. So hold please. So I'm also going to insert a photo here. I'm going to steal it. I think she has it on her Instagram. If it doesn't end up here, I'm sorry. Jessica, the Silver State Stitcher. Not to be confused with Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher. I know that's so confusing. I received Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher's gift, but Jessica, the Silver State Stitcher, received mine. And she is a doll. I absolutely love her. Please follow her channel. It was really, really fun, and she said she'd actually kitted up Pumpkin Spice Farm, and so now she doesn't have to stitch it. Yay! So that was really fun. Anyway, it was a really fun thing. I'm not always like, okay, so is it called White Elephant gifts, where you can steal things? Here's a fun fact about me. I don't like those things, and so that's what I thought it was before I talked to people, or I probably wouldn't have participated. That's me. I know a lot of people love them. I am not a fan. I hate the stealing. I usually am just like, no thank you. I'm not gonna participate. I've done that many times. I know some of you who have been with me at paper crafting retreats know I won't participate. So when I found out that wasn't how this worked, I was delighted because it's just really nice. Then when you're done, I didn't know they did this, but you can go put your projects up on the table, and then everybody can walk by and look at and admire all of the projects. So I did take photos of those too, and I will include those at the end of the video. So that was my very long answer to that question. Deb says, are those fabric dies? I'm pretty sure she's talking about the pumpkin. I added this to my little printout that I make a while ago, so there was probably more context to that and I don't remember. Yes. Stay tuned. Not this month, but in October, I will be sharing a video. I filmed a video tutorial on how to stitch those. I also filmed a video tutorial on sewing the needle books together. So both of those are going to be coming, as well as lots of felt stitching content, because I am a guest designer for Poshta Designs. It's Poshta Design. I will link it. I'm actually going to link it right here. You can check out her website. The new release is delayed just a tiny bit. She's been under the weather, her and her family. So it's been delayed about a week, but I am a guest designer for October, and I would love for you to check it out. I will be sharing some videos for that. It's amazing. She did restock the pumpkins. I cannot say at this moment if they're still in stock. They were restocked a few days ago, but click this link up here if you are interested in that. You will need a die cutting machine. For everyone not familiar with that, I will go in detail when I film those, or when I edit those videos and put them here on YouTube. Deborah, what size needles do you use? It depends on the project. For 28, if I stitch on 28 or 14, I use 26. Sometimes on 32, I use 26. For 36, 40, and a lot of times 32 as well. I use size 28 needles. So it really depends on the project. You don't want the needle to make the hole in the fabric big. So you need to use the right needle for the fabric. If you use the Fat Quarter Shop cross stitch calculator, like if you're trying to figure out what size fabric to use, it will have that information on there. So hopefully that's helpful. It tells you like how big your fabric or how big your stitch will be, how big to cut your fabric, and it also tells you the size of needle to use. Rhonda, what count are you going to stitch Away We Ride On? That's a Blackbird chart, 36 count Endora fabric by Needle and Flax. So I don't think I shared that with you guys, and I didn't put it on my list here. I may have to grab that for haul. All right, that is it for questions this week. Shout outs. I have a few things. So I mentioned her obviously when I answered the question about how the exchanges and things work at a retreat, but Jessica, the Silver State Stitcher, I have added her information down in the description box. Give her a follow. She has a channel here on YouTube. She also has a great Instagram, so I will link those down below. Hello from Liz Matthews. Liz Matthews is doing weekly videos now, which is so much fun. I love it. I'm a huge Liz fan. I think she's just a sweetheart and she has amazing designs. And I also am a member of her Patreon, but she's doing weekly videos. If you are a weekly video fan, I think, or if you're a fan of scheduled content, not just kind of the whenever content, that's me, because like I depend on that for my stitching viewing material. That is a great follow. So Liz is doing videos on Friday, and so does Carrie Tiger Lily Designs for the most part. She lets you know if she's not going to be able to. And so does Liz for that matter. Okay. And then Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, she is so close to 10,000 subscribers. Please give her a follow if you haven't already. She is absolutely amazing. My friend Lori asked me when I got home, she goes, is she as sweet in person as she is? And I was like, oh, absolutely. I thought that was cute. So Jessica, there you go. Lori thinks you're sweet. Lori's one of my best friends. So yes, she is absolutely amazing. Please give her a follow. Please help her get to 10,000 subscribers. I know in her most recent video that she just did, she mentioned that she's going to do something fun when she reaches that milestone. So please give her a follow. And then I wanted to talk about a designer. I know I've mentioned her here, and she's a new designer because she had sent me a chart. I also purchased a few of them and I shared them. It's April Jackson of Crafty Blue Bonnet Designs. Her PDFs are now available at Fat Quarter Shop. They are the cute little spool, like they're a spool, but they have a design on them. I don't think I have any in here. I noticed that they are available. The PDFs are available at Fat Quarter Shop. Please go pick them up if you're interested. I just thought that was so amazing. I'm so happy for her. She has a very kind heart and is a very sweet person, and please support her in her new endeavor if you would. She does not have a Flosstube channel, so I wanted to shout her out here so that you guys can support her. She also has an Etsy shop, but I love getting my PDFs if available through Fat Quarter Shop, because I can just go find them in my history very easily. This is not an Etsy criticism. It's probably user error more than anything. I struggle with Etsy. I'm not the best Etsy purchaser. So I love being able to download right from Fat Quarter Shop, and then I can go back and look at my order history and all of that stuff. Okay, that is it for shout outs this week. Finishes. I have no FFOs this week. Like I said, as soon as I get my finishing board, I will. I did not put these in the right order for looking at. I ended up finishing The Four Seasons Folk, let me find the actual finish and let me take it out of the bag. The Four Seasons Folk Autumn from Kathy of Hands On Design. This was our pre-stitch for the retreat, and then we learned specialty stitches when we were there. I'll tell you about, I'm going to show you and then I'm going to tell you about it because it's kind of funny. It's just me. So here is what the finished piece looks like. This background board. Do you see that design? I can't wait, you guys, to show you the finishing board in person. This is the board from Chantal. I think this is going to be in the shop. It's not in the shop yet, but I believe it's going to be in the shop. That detail on the board, it comes like that. It's beautiful. So this is the full design. The spaces that were in the chart, you can see the specialty stitches. There's a few like right here, here, and here. 3 different specialty stitches. I started to do my specialty stitches. I had the leaves left to do at the bottom down below. I thought I'll get it all done. Maybe I'm not a good stitch in public. That somebody said, I think maybe it was Chantal. She was like, maybe that's it. And then I told Lori, and Lori said that it sounded like me when I told her my story. I don't know if I should be offended or not. I'm just kidding. I know she loves me. But here is my finished design. It's a band sampler. I finished mine when I got home. Like, I finished the leaves at the bottom. I actually finished this after I did my specialty stitches. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I started my specialty stitches there, and I ripped them all out, and Carrie, Tiger Lily, who was sitting to my left, threatened to take away my scissors because I kept ripping everything out all weekend long, basically. Well, all Friday. But somehow I came home. This is a herringbone stitch, which I know it's very kind of tone on tone. It just adds awesome, awesome texture. I can't remember this one. I think this one's called the rice stitch, or is the one at the top? I bet I could look and tell you since I have my instructions right here. But we learned about waist knots. It was really good stuff. And Kathy is an amazing teacher. It is not Kathy. It's me. It's been a while since I've been in school. We're going to go with that. No, the top one is a rice stitch. Okay, so this one up here at the top was the rice stitch. All of the stitches worked for, this is 32 count Driftwood by Fabrics by Stephanie, who was there, by the way. Oh my gosh, her fabric is gorgeous. Anyway, herringbone was here, and then this one, let me tell you, oops, I dropped that. I already forgot the name of it. Bound cross stitch. There we go. They're actually amazing. The texture is really, really beautiful. I literally knocked these out in a couple hours at home. Should have had that done there because it only took me maybe a couple hours to finish stitching. I had to basically do this, the whole thing, the leaves down here. I could have had this whole thing done Friday because Saturday they did the finishing. Kathy taught lacing. Now I have done lacing using Kathy's technique for the More Chocolate Bunnies sal that I did. I watched a video. I think she has a video on her YouTube. It's that, or I read her instructions on her blog. She does amazing instructions. So when my board gets here and we got all the finishing things for this, some great rickrack trim from Lady.Creates, I will finish mine on the board. I love it. Imagine it with pumpkins. I got a whole idea. Hope I have it all done for you by next week or the week after, but I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so here is my finished piece. This is, again, called Four Seasons Folk Autumn. And yes, it will be released at some point. And then Kathy has kind of insinuated that the rest of the seasons will be released too. And the rest of the seasons will be stitched on this Fabrics by Stephanie Driftwood. So absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I couldn't love this more. It turned out really, really good. My favorite was my least favorite to stitch. I thought, okay, I do love the crows. I knew I would love the crows. I really love this little section here. This like little, it looks like little quilt blocks. I'm not going to even show you the back of my fabric. It's Travel City back there. Travel City. There is quite a bit of back stitching. I mean, not like over the top, like up at the top. See all of that? Pretty much every row had a little bit of back stitching. Yeah. But really, really pretty. Anyway, very happy with that. Let me lay this out nicely since I've ironed it and it's ready for finishing. But I wanted to share with you guys, and again, it's really kind of embarrassing that I was that bad. And it was really funny. Carrie goes, I'm going to take your scissors away. That was the part that my friend Lori thought was funny. She's like, yeah, that sounds like you. That is it for finishes. Let's talk about whips and sows. I'm going to do my whips first. I've not done a ton of stitching. Let me back up. I have. Obviously, I did not have my retreat piece done, so I stitched on that a lot. I stitched and stitched and stitched as much as I could. And then I really only worked on one other project. When I had to set that down because I was struggling, I thought I just need to put it down and I need to work on something else. I decided to work on my Boo by Hello from Liz Matthews. Oh, of course, it is not in the right order at all. So this is what I worked on there. Should I have been working on Flying Lesson, my Sal? Yeah, really should have. Didn't do it. So this is the Boo from Hello from Liz Matthews. Now, I want to thank the lovely viewer, and I did not write your name down, so I'm sorry, who said, go get the correction from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I didn't buy my chart because I had the magazine and I just downloaded and printed from the digital version. I didn't know there was a correction. So my pumpkins might be a little wrong, but thank you because I've corrected going forward. I thought it looked funny and wasn't right, but I was just following the picture colors and just trying to wing it. But yes, there is a correction. So in fact, I printed it out. I'm going to hold it up in case you too are printing from there and you want to screenshot it. This is the correct. So, I did work on this. I also was ripping out on this. But then I was able to get a little bit of stitching done. So here's where I'm at. I haven't picked it up again since I've been home. I think I was missing a row here, and so I started stitching this pumpkin and I was slightly off. I will tell you there is an error somewhere in that pumpkin and it is going to live there. I don't care where it is. I do not care. It lines up with this one down here and that is all I care about. So that is where I'm at on Boo from Hello from Liz Matthews. I really hope that I can finish stitching it this week. I don't know. It's stamped timber. So all of my plans just float away. I do my best, but I would love to finish that. I'm kind of trying to finish some of these little small Halloween in progress or fall in progress. And then if I do, I give myself permission for a new start, I suppose. Then, oh, and I'm using all the called for. I didn't tell you anything about my fabric. So sorry. For the autumn piece from Kathy, that was 32 count, 2/2, all DMC, all called for. Hello from Liz Matthews, Boo. This is 36 count Color and Cotton Mystic Owl, and this was the August Club from Color and Cotton. This color is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love, 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 love this color of fabric, and I'm only using a tiny corner so I can do some other stuff on this. 1/2 for that. Okay, all the called for overdyeds. Now, in the airport, I decided I didn't want to get my Halo Go out because I stitch with a Halo Go. So I picked a project I could see without being that lady with her magnifier blinding everyone with the light, because it was getting dark. This was on the way home. On the way home, I wanted to stitch a little bit because I did have a little bit of a delay. There was some weather out east. I think it was hurricane was impacting some of the flights. So my plane was delayed. Both of my flights were delayed. Luckily, I had a really long layover, and then of course my flight was delayed again, so it was fine. But I was sitting there for a little bit, like 2.5 hours. And so I thought, I'm going to stitch a little bit. I'm going to eat some chocolate and get something to drink, and I'm going to stitch. But it was getting dark, and you know, those lights, if you're on the other side of it, it can be blinding. And I thought, I don't want to blind all the people who are so tired. And just because people were running every single flight that came in Chicago, because I was in Chicago that was where my connection was. Every single person getting off the flights was running. So they had so many delays that day. And I know Carrie actually didn't make it home. She didn't make it home, and she didn't have a flight through Chicago at all. But her flight was canceled home, and she didn't get to go home till the next day. So I know there were a lot of I'm grateful I got to get home. I picked Rudolph's Reindeer Games. I took this with me because it's stitched on 28 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I knew I'd be able to see it, and I knew I was doing the fill-in. This was a bonus project from my Sleigh Ride Sal, and I'm still working on it. I didn't get that much done, but I did get some fill-in on my reindeer. So it's coming along. I really, 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 really want to get this done because I have a fun idea for finishing my pillows for this. October 1st, I'm going to stitch and quilt all the things. I say that. I have actually something really big to do that first week. I'm going to, I promise. Okay. Flying lesson. So did I pick flying lesson up the whole time I was there? No, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't either. But I'll tell you what, been stitching that bad boy like it's my job. I'm almost finished, so I will be finishing this. Pray for me, friends. Do you see that there's no H or T in the Fly By Night? I ran out of Weeks Dye Works mascara. I ordered more. Please, please, please let it be in my order that I'm getting on Monday, because you know my LNS closed. So let's hope that black comes in. I've got to tell you, I'm just vibing with the purple. I am vibing. This is Weeks Dye Works Amethyst. I did do a color conversion. I did use a couple of the called for. It is if it's not in the description down below, I will be posting this. It's on Instagram and in my video and things. The finishing tutorial is scheduled for Wednesday evening. I don't want to delay it again. I already delayed it 1 week, but if I don't get my floss, I'm going to have to because I can't finish. But I'll let you guys know. I think it'll be here. It will not take any time at all. The only thing I have left to stitch are these stars, and I'll have those stitched this evening. I got dangling thread. I know so many of you said the broom gave you guys trouble. If you are not to the broom yet, I want to tell you what worked for me. What worked for me, I stitched to here, to that gray part. This is actually a Classic Colorworks Smoke, which is gorgeous. That's also what it is right here. This is smoke, this is smoke. I stitched to there. Like I kind of did this row down here and I stitched to here. Then I moved to my dark color. My dark brown color that I'm using is Weeks Dye Works Palomino. My friend Heather said stitch the dark pieces first. I stitched all the dark. Then I grabbed my DMC, which is my lighter color. I think it's 3862. Nope, 3046. 3046. I outlined. I stitched down and I stitched and I outlined and then I filled in. I didn't have one mistake. So if you are getting to the broom and you've heard so many people say, oh my gosh, the broom was terrible, the broom was hard, That is my tip for you guys. Stitch it like that. Same if you are just starting. If you're joining in now, that's great. It's perfect. Join in. The moon. I stitched this and I stitched the white outline, and then I did do the bat and I filled in. And it worked perfectly. For the witch hat, I did the outline, I filled in. So if you struggle at all with, and that's how you know if it matches up before you stitch that full coverage, the full thing. That is my little tip. But for the broom, it also worked fantastic and I love it. I couldn't love it more. I love the variegation in the purple, which is Amethyst, in the smoke, which is, Amethyst is Classic Colorworks, Amethyst is Weeks Dye Works, Smoke is Classic Colorworks. I couldn't love it more. I am very, very happy. I cannot wait to share the finishing tutorial. It's just so cool. So this is Silver Creek Samplers. I guess I didn't even show you guys. I was so excited to tell you all my things. Silver Creek Samplers Flying Lesson. And obviously it was charted in green. I did start stitching it with a green color conversion and I ripped out all the green and I did purple on mine. Like, this is very easy. She used DMC. I was using an overdyed. I could have switched to DMC, but I switched to the purple and you guys, I'm digging it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, it's a very fun stitch. It's a very easy stitch. When you get, I really think the moon, because that's a pretty good size moon, and the broom, when you get these things stitched, the rest is basically text. I mean, I know there's the hat. The hat was pretty easy. It is quick. I stitched like all of this. Well, I stitched actually 2 days, I think. 2 days I did basically all of Flyby, this, and all of this. None of that was there. When I got home, I had only stitched, I'd stitched like right here to right there, to the brown, into the brown. So very fast. But I've obviously been focused on getting that done. And we're finishing on the hanging sign from Chantal's 141 design. Very excited to get to that. Okay. That is it for my stitching this week. Or for the last couple weeks. I do want to mention coming soon. I only have one thing to say. October is Stitchtober at Fat Quarter Shop. I am going to participate in Stitchtober. I am personally going to stitch the Lori Holt Stitch Card R. I will show you those in haul. But there's lots of fun things going on. I will be sharing what all I'm going to stitch in October. I am not going to have a sal. I know I've been asked and I know I've answered this, but I just want to reiterate, no fall sal. The next thing you will see from me is some sort of an ornament sal. I don't know what that looks like. I have not thought about it at all. I don't know if I will have a organized sal until like the first of the year. Just schedule wise. I did our Christmas in July, so I could do a July or a Christmassy sal early enough that hopefully people could finish in time for the holidays. I will be stitching all the holiday. I know I will. I will stitch all the Christmas that there is because I love it. And I will stitch lots and lots of fall. I just don't know that I'll have a dedicated sal, but I am working on, I think part of the sal part that we love is the Stitch With Me's on Wednesday, and so I think I may do some of those just random, like let's just sit and stitch about it, stitch anything, talk about all the stitchy stuff. What do you guys think? Would you like that? You'll have to let me know. Okay, let's do some haul. Okay, first thing, I mentioned earlier, I'm a Patreon of Hello from Liz Matthews. This is the chart that we get free this month. Look at that cute little house. Now, I didn't see them until she said, if you're not a fan of spiders, you can eliminate them. Look at the cute little spiders and webs in this chart. Isn't that fun? The house is so super cute, but yeah, I thought that was really, really cute and fun. So I wanted to mention that. And I have a link to her page if you want to look into signing up to be a Patreon member. I got my latest, I'm going to show you quilting after this haul. I want to quilt. I want to sew. I did not want to stop yesterday. Yesterday was National Sew a Jelly Roll Day. We'll talk about that in a minute. That fell on the floor. I don't want to stop sewing. I've been having a lot of fun, but I got my latest block 4 for the 2023 Designer Mystery. So I'm really hoping that I can carve out some time. Okay, I know I mentioned that I couldn't wait. I got Harvest Blessings from With Thy Needle and Thread, and you guys, this is not very big. Like, I knew it wasn't very big, but let me look. It is, where's the stitch count? This is a reprint. I know that. Oh, there it is. 102 by 75 on 18 count fabric, which must be what the model was stitched on. It's 5 5/8 by 4 1/8. It would just be the cutest little dough bowl filler for Thanksgiving, which I am not the best. I go right from Halloween and want to decorate for Christmas, but I don't love that because I love Thanksgiving. So I think like a little tablescape or like a buffet table decorated really pretty. I have some cute Thanksgiving things. I love this. I really hope I can get this stitched this year. I know my friend Lori, I know I mentioned Lori a lot. I picked this up for her because she was cruising for like 3 weeks out of the country. And she was like, please get it for me if you see it. So I did. No, I'm just kidding. I did get it for her, but she is super excited. So I know her needle moves fast. I'm going to have to get on it. Okay. Then I got also from With Thy Needle and Thread, When Pumpkins Glow, and Miss Chantal and Miss Jessica have been stitching this up, but Nicole has to finish flying lessons. I try. It's really hard when they keep talking about it. Then I also go When Witches Go Riding from With Thy Needle because I love it so much. Then, because I didn't win the very last philanthropic pumpkin from Hands On Design, I'm just being dramatic. I'm kidding. They had, I know everyone wants one. No, it will not be made available. Do not ask them. They are not. There will be no more of those. That was a one and done. That's what they said when they did it. I'm going to put that out there because I'm just being silly. They had one. It was part of the raffle, and I think it helped generate a lot of money. So that was really awesome. But I mean, it's not the same, but I did see on Country Stitches Online, which is Brenda Gervais' website, she had the P is for Pumpkin, the kit in stock. Now the only stitching on this is this little crow. I did not realize that. For some reason I thought I had to stitch all those letters, but no, it's fabric. I'm going to stitch this up. Hopefully I can get this done really fast. I thought it was super cute. It comes with everything. It comes with your pumpkin stem. It even comes with the little embellishments, just no buttons and stuff, but comes with your fabric, and then but not the fabric for stitching. I'll just stitch that up really quick, and that was really cute. So I did get a pumpkin. That's my story. I did get a pumpkin. There's a theme clearly with my haul. I did get pumpkin row. I am going to stitch this different. I will tell you how. We may even do this would not even be this wouldn't probably even be a 2-week sale, would it? But I have a really fun idea, and so maybe I'll see what I can pull together. I also got, and these are October Fiber House. October House Fiber Arts. I've been talking too long. This is Pumpkin Fair. I also got this. I think I'm going to do a little fun adjust-a-roo on that too. We shall see. Love it. I don't think I'm going to take this out today because I've been talking a long time. I got my Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm part of this club. Highly recommend it. It has saved my butt so many times. I do Floss Fix and the Floss Frenzy. Floss Fix is Classic Colorworks. Floss Frenzy is Weeks Dye Works. Unfortunately, mascara has not come to me yet in the Floss Frenzy, so that's why I had to order one, and I don't have it for Fly by Night for my flying lesson. I came home. I knew it was delivered. I got the notification, but my Color and Cotton clubs came. So this is the, oh, wrong-o. I get the all colors. This is September. These are the all colors. Oh my goodness gracious. Look how beautiful these are. Love. I love, love, love the Color and Cotton. And I also get the Primitive. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I have plans for doing a little flossy conversion. I'm going to take these out of the plastic because I don't think you can see. I'm not taking the thread out today. Like I said, I've talked forever. But I want to show you the fabric. So this is the, I also get the neutral and the color. This is called Travertine. I get the 36 count. This is a beautiful neutral. I love stitching on their fabric. It really does stitch beautifully. I get the color, and the color is beautiful too. Like, think snowmen. Look at this. This is called Celestine. Is that how you say that? Probably said it wrong. Really, really, really pretty blue. Great for winter stitching, and I could just see snowflakes on that so easily. All right. I was, you know, over on Kitten Stitcher. I love shopping there. And this, I believe, was it was in a box, I think, last year, you know, before I paid attention. Grimm's Haunt by Plum Street Samplers. I had to get it. So cute. So that you can get over there on Kitten Stitcher. And while I was there, they had some 36 count Winter's Brew by R&R in stock. So I picked some up. Because obviously I'm stitching so much. And then because I was looking, this is called the Bee Company, and I think there's some that I missed, but she has some of these in stock, and they're, well, let me show you and then I'll show you the back. They're buttons. I don't know where this company is. These are made in France. So I thought that they were not a US thing, but she's carrying, they have some cute snowman and winter ones. I don't know how I didn't see them, or I would have got those too. But I got these Halloween ones. But look at this. They've got like a little scene on the back, and they've used the buttons to build the scene. I just thought these buttons were so, so, so cute. I want to do something with them. I don't know what, but I thought they were darling. And then I got the jack-o'-lanterns and the broomsticks. Aren't those fun? I don't think these buttons are just available. I looked. There's a kit you can get them in, but not just the buttons. Anyway, if you like kind of, I'm a sucker for buttons. Grandma's button tin and I were good friends. In fact, I think all of us granddaughters have very fond memories of while Grandma was sewing, playing in her button tin. I mean, I think even, I don't think. My mom and her sister both have really good memories as well. I think my aunt actually has the button tin, but loving it. And so I just am a sucker for cute buttons. That's it. I think it's just been in me the whole time. I also got the latest punch needle and primitive stitcher. I'm trying to think. I thought there was something in here. There's a couple of super cute projects. Yeah. Anyway, got that. And I think that's it. I think that's it for haul. Now, I want to thank Fat Quarter Shop for sending me some things, and I'm going to show them to you. These will, most of them, be in future giveaways. Not today. So they sent this really pretty pattern. It's called Foxtrot. This is a really cute pattern. I like that. So they sent that. Chicken Club Myrtle. Here are the stitch cards are by Lori Holt. Look at the scarecrow, the pumpkin, the sunflower, and the crow. These are darling. These are what I'm going to stitch along with as part of Stitchtober with Fat Quarter Shop. Absolutely love these. I need to pick out my fabric and stuff, but they sent along stackables for August. The Simply Signs Happy Fall. The super cute Autumn Days Ornament Book. Look at all those cute little ornaments for fall. And then this is the Big Hexie project bag. It's big, from Lori Holt. So thank you so much, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending those things. And again, these are going to be in a future giveaway. I'm nearing 100,000, you guys. So expect some giveaways, some special giveaways during that. Some things I'm starting to kind of hold back and hold for that. So I can hardly wait. I'm really, really excited. Okay, let's do a little quilting talk. So September 16th, yesterday, was National Sew a Jelly Roll Day, and I did participate last year. In fact, I shared that. It was a free quilt from Fat Quarter Shop. I can't think of the name of it, so I will insert it here. I will also put in a photo as well of the quilt that I sewed last year. Well, they invited me to sew along again this year with a quilt along, and they are doing that in conjunction with the release of their latest book, Simply Jelly Rolls by It's Sew Emma. I cannot stress enough, Fat Quarter Shop does books beautifully. First of all, the quality is amazing. They're spiral bound. The instructions are incredible. Here is a list of all the quilts in the book. I will also put right here, Kimberly did a live stream and she did a trunk show of all the quilts in the book. Each quilt in the book requires one jelly roll and then one background fabric and one binding, or I think that's what it was, but one jelly roll. They are beginner friendly quilts, but beautiful. I'm going to show you guys. Oh, these are just pictures of the quilts. First of all, everyone knows probably if you've been here a while, I love hearts. I love this heart quilt. I'm sewing this. 100% gonna sew that heart quilt. So cute. There's actually a whole bunch of quilts in here that I love. But if you are looking for something very beginner friendly, but still, you know, you still want a beautiful quilt. You don't want it to look beginner, right? Look at, there's some jelly rolls. Jelly rolls are 40, 42, 40. 2.5 inch strips from a fabric collection. So I highly recommend this book. I do have a link to this down in the description below. You're going to need the book to do the quilt along if you're going to sew along with Fat Quarter Shop, if you're going to sew along with me. Now, I know I'm a little behind on my last ones, but I am going to sew the rest of these up because I want to get this sent to it's not going to be this quilt. I want to get my quilt sent to the quilter and get it back so you can see it. It is a sampler, meaning we're using quite a few different blocks from here. I am going to throw up on the screen because I forgot to bring it in here what the quilt will look like when finished. It's a 6 or 7 week quilt along. The first week is block 1. I have done my block 1. It's the pretzel block 2. They look like this, 14.5 inch square blocks. I sewed these up, you guys, really, really fast. No half square triangles, it's just squares and rectangles. It goes together so stinking easy. Absolutely love. I am using the Bountiful Blossoms, right? Bountiful Blooms by Sherry and Chelsea. I'll show you all 4 of my blocks. So the first week's assignment was to sew 4 of these. Here is my second one. And I will be doing the down camera, just not today. Probably next week. Here's my orange. And here is my pink. I highly recommend jump in, join along if you want. I think next week's blocks are my favorite. They're flower blocks, but absolutely super, super easy to do. Let me see if I can show you what next week's block is in the book. If I can just show you the picture of it. Ooh, I like this quilt too. This is a simple quilt, but so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. I really like lots of the quilts in this book. All right. I want to show you what next week's is. Oh, that's cute. Here it is. Can I show you just a picture of the quilt? I think we do, what, 2 or 3 of these? Oh. We're going to do the flower. So we're going to do a couple of these flowers. That'll be part of row 2. There's another block as well, but this is the flower block. So I'm excited. I will be, I haven't yet, but I will be taking photos and posting weekly on my blog. So for reference, hopefully that helps a little bit. I'll update that when I get that posted in the description and things. But I did want to mention that if you want to join in, I would love to see your quilty progress. I still need to finish my stitchy stars. But you can only do what you can do. Okay, that is it this week. Let's do some giveaways and I'll let you guys go. So, giveaways. I have not heard from a couple people from Flosstube 53 and 54, so those items are just going to be put back into my giveaways for future. I didn't even pull those out today. We will not even talk about them. How about that? So I have, oh no, I do have them here, but that's fine. We're not going to. I feel like if I haven't heard from you by now, probably not going to. All right. From Flosstube 55, I had asked, Needlework Market was going on, plus a lot of designers, even if they didn't participate in Needlework Market, had new releases, and I asked what was your favorite. Thank you guys for sharing with me. I know I shared. Mine was Pumpkin House from Hello from Liz Matthews. You guys, so the called for is NPI silks. I've never stitched with silk. I actually ended up ordering it. I decided to go for it. I have the called for fabric for the top, and then I picked one Fabrics by Stephanie fabric for the bottom. It needs to be the same count. I'm going to stitch on 32 because I think that's what I had for in the called for color. I don't know if that was the called for count, but that's what I'm going to do. I kind of wish it was 36, but we're just going to go with it and see if it works. I'm really excited to get that started, but I loved hearing from all of you guys. So thank you for letting me know what your favorites were. A lot of you also said the Pumpkin House or Boo, so that was really fun seeing all that. Winners, I will be posting the screenshot from when I did the random comment picker here on the screen. Please email me at my email address down in the description below. Tell me what you won, please, so I don't have to go look for it. If you would. I need your mailing address. I have the hiccups. I'm so sorry. Your mailing address and what you won. Again, these are all the winners from Flosstube 55. Chicken Club Edna goes to Arlene Curry. Congratulations, Arlene. Lizzie Kate, If I Live to Be 100. This was a new winner I picked. This is Erlene Valor. Congratulations, Erlene. The winner of Lizzie Kate Busy Bee is Jessica Taylor. Congratulations, Jessica. You Are My Sunshine by Fat Quarter Shop. This was included in a Stitch Quarterly that I gave away previously. Absolutely adorable. You can get the fabric and stuff at Fat Quarter Shop. The winner is Ray. Stitch Card Q from Fat Quarter Shop and Lori Holt is Vanda Russell. July Stackables from Fat Quarter Shop is Deidre Campbell. The June Stackables from Fat Quarter Shop is Shannon Minner. This super cute upbeat quilt pattern, I love this, Pam C. The seasonal stitchy stars that I'm talking about that I need to finish sewing my table runner because now summer's over, but I'll have it for next year. This is Deborah Snyder. Congratulations, Deborah. And then I had 3 Mad for Plaid bags, and it'll just be random who gets what. The winners are KJ, Tracy Olila, and Joanne Seeger. So congratulations. And you can pick up those shepherd's bush patterns if you want, or probably you could alter other patterns and you can stitch them on these bags, which is super fun. Anyway, so all of the winners are again listed down below as well for easy reference. And please contact me within a week, otherwise I will pick a new winner or put them back in the kitty for a future giveaway. Flosstube 56, I asked everyone to tell me one tip that improves your stitching. You guys really came through for that. Lighting was key, was probably the #1 answer, or a magnifier light. And I know I've talked about this many times in the past, but the Halo Daylight Go, that has changed stitching for me completely. When I came back and I was stitching on 14, I was like, this is great. I tried to stitch on 32 on a dark fabric and I was like, I can't see anything. That light has changed everything for me. I can't stitch without it now. I absolutely love it. So I loved hearing from you guys about what works for you. Lots of great tips there, so definitely check out the comments if you would like some, suggestions on things that help your stitching. That was really fun to read. So I had a couple of viewers reach out with extras that they had in their stash that they wanted to give, and the winner of Flying Lesson, it's the chart and all of the floss. Thank you so much. This goes to Deborah Klein. Deborah, you can join in and have fun with us. So Deborah Klein, email me please. And then the winner of the Spookography, and it is the chart, the floss, and the Fabric Flare fabric. This winner is Sharon Price. Congratulations, Sharon. And again, those were from Flosstube 56. Thank you, everyone. This week, I have 3 things, but it'll be 4 giveaways. 2 for cross stitch, and then 2 quilty type of boxes to give away. Please be a subscriber. Please be a US resident. Please be over 18. I have to ask for your email. Do not say giveaway or prize or anything like that. Put the number of the items that you are interested in. I do use the random comment picker to pick comments, so I simply plug in the numbers and let the computer spit out who the winner is. Leave the comments of what you're interested in. I do give you a week and a half, so I will not announce these winners in next week's Flosstube. It will be the week after. Next week I won't announce any winners because I won't have any since I've been gone a little bit. I have tried to give a little bit longer because I know you probably have lots of channels that you watch. Life gets busy. So I give you a little bit longer to leave a comment to win the prize. I will be updating. I try to put a pinned comment letting you know when the giveaway closes. I forgot to look that up, so it's going to be along the bottom of the screen right here. Okay, please put a 1 in the description. I'm giving away 2 of these. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. This is 36 count Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. This is the color I'm stitching Flying Lesson. This is the smaller count. It's beautiful. If you're a 36 count stitcher, I have 2 packages of these. And then a viewer sent me these. She had extras. These are the round finishing boards from Chantal of 141 Design. They help you measure out your round finishes. I am giving away 2 of these. So put a 1 in the comment if you would like this. And you'll get the fabric and those measuring tools. Put a 2 in the comment if you would like a copy of the Simply Jelly Rolls book by It's So Emma of Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending me this for a giveaway. Put a 2 in the comment if you'd like this book. And put a 3 in the comments. Now, this is not the full August Sew Sampler. Now, I will send you the card that comes with it. I think the code is still good. I've not used it. It's good till October 20th. So you'll get that. I take the pressed florals pattern out. Let me see what all was in here because I honestly can't remember. You're probably getting some extra stuff too. Oh, you are. So you're not getting the pressed flowers pattern. I'm sewing that. I took it out. I'm going to include some extras though. You do get... Actually, that's not from this either. These are my extras. These were from a different month. I'm so sorry. So you get this Fat Quarter bundle. You get the Sunray pattern. This finishing kit at the time of filming this video was still available. So if you want to do this quilt and have the finishing, so you get that. This came in there. I'm also not sending it in the box. It's going to come in something else so that it's easier for me to mail. There is a little 1 inch, 1.5 inch square creative grids, some thread, and I believe that was the stuff from the August box. I also had a few extra. Let me double check to see if I took anything else out. No, I didn't. You're getting this pattern, not the fabric. This was from a previous month, so I'm going to throw that in as well. I believe it uses a Jolly bar. It does. And I'm also throwing in this Flag Day Tumbler template. I have one, and I got another one, so I'm throwing that in as well. And then this is a Jolly bar pattern. And it's a very, very cute quilt. You got it free with the Berry Basket fabric. I use the fabric, but I'm going to send this along because I think this quilt is adorable. And so that pattern comes too. So that is number 3. So again, I had 2 prizes for cross stitch, 2 for quilting this week. Okay, everyone, that is it. I hope you have a wonderful creative week. Thank you again for joining me. I will be back next week to talk about all things crafty. And if you have any questions, make sure and drop them in the comment box below. Oh, I forgot to tell you to answer a question. I even wrote it down what I wanted this week. I would love to know what kind of stitching do you like to do? Do you like seasonal stitching? Do you like everyday stitching, like things you can leave up on your walls or in your home all year round? Samplers, do you do more seasonal Christmas pieces, fall pieces, Halloween pieces, Easter pieces, whatever that might be? What's your happy place, basically? Where do you find yourself or your heart gravitating towards when you have some stitching time? I would love to know. I've really been interested in this lately. I've asked people because I find it really fascinating. I think, and we all go through stages. So what stage are you in now? Basically, I very much am probably a seasonal stitcher. I love decorating, especially for fall, Halloween, and the holidays. So that is where a lot of my time goes, but I love those everyday pieces too. So I would like to have a few more of those in my home. But I would say for me personally, I'm a seasonal stitcher. So tell me in the comments, even if you don't want a prize, if you just want to join in the chat, I would think it would be really fun to see kind of what everybody's answer is this week. Okay, everyone, wishing you a wonderful crafty week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.